What's good, YT family? It's your brother Eli Soul coming to you with another KVA video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate the love. Much appreciate the support. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's striving. It's been a long time, but here we are with another KVA video. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Much appreciate the love and the support that everyone has given me so far on my KVA journey. So I was listening to an audiobook called Trading in the Zone. I definitely, if anyone's ever interested, or if anyone's interested in trading, I feel like that is definitely a very good listen. Very good audiobook. Very, very good. Very informative. And it's a long, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going, sugarcoat it. It's a long audiobook. So if it's going to take, for me, I'm still listening to it, and it's been some weeks, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. I lie to you not. I've been listening to it for a long time. It's a long spot, like 3 or 4 hours, trading in the zone. And being that, right, that I'm on my trading journey. I'm on my, I'm on my journey to becoming a great trader, motivated and excited and definitely thrilled to finally learn just currency, just money, right? Just I feel like as a man, right, there's certain things that you want to know, right? That that it becomes very imperative that you do know. And money is one of them. Whether or not it's Forex, whether or not it's stocks and stuff like that, whatever it may be, it's just something that you just want to, get a little bit more familiar with as you grow older. And obviously it becomes it's easier way when you're younger. So I'm listening to the audiobook, and in the audiobook, the author says that to become a better trader, there's certain parts and certain things about you that have to change, right? Like there's certain things that have to evolve within yourself. And the whole audiobook is stuck out to me. What stuck out to me the most, or what, gravitates me to it a lot, is that it doesn't really talk that much about the ins and outs of trading, right? And I believe the book was published like in the early 2000s. So like it's not really talking as much about the details of trading, more so the mindset and the attitude that you have to have in trading in general, right? And evolution is just another word for change, obviously, right? And nobody likes change. No one likes to change. No one likes for things to become old and sooner or later obsolete, or not obsolete, but not as popular, right? So as you can see, like things like trends, like fashion trends, phones can be out to date. As you can see, like when it comes to fitness and all this stuff like that, there's certain exercises that people no longer do. And I think that just happens with evolution, right? There's certain things that people just don't do because more information, has been brought forth just due to the product or the service or the skill or whatever it may be, has just, it's been around longer for man to study it and learn it and figure out ways to either make it better, or they just found just a whole nother way to to execute the same result with less, negatives to whatever it may be, right? Either way, evolution was brought forth. And I feel that as a man, where we are constantly evolving, and it's imperative that we all embrace evolution, right? Now, certain things, certain parts of yourself will always remain the same. And I believe that, right? I'm one of those guys that I would consider myself a very old school guy, right? Meaning the trends that people do, as far as I mentioned fashion before, and how I conduct myself as a man, it's just who I am, right? And it's probably not going to change. And I'm not going to say never, because at the same time, it's like, I haven't elevated myself to a certain part in age. Certain things haven't happened in my life yet, so I don't want to say never. But for the most part, there's certain things about myself that will always remain the same. And usually I feel like that's okay, right? Like, it's okay for you to have certain things about yourself, whether it be your morals, your values, interests, whatever it may be, to remain the same. However, you cannot be afraid to evolve into something better. You cannot be afraid to evolve into something different just for the sake of what people think of you, or what people think they know about you. You have to be able to evolve, and that's just how life works. That's just how things work, right? I remember there was times where I would argue with a lot of people about, and I guess here's the thing. Not everybody will be willing to evolve with you, right? And for me, it might not be as much of a problem, because, I'm just one of those guys that just truly don't. I've always been the only child. So it's been so easy for me to not really care what people think of me. I'm just mainly in my head 99.999% of the time. But for most people, right, and that's just how it is, people care what other people think. Point blank, period. They care what other people think, and usually they want to conform to the normalities of what everybody else does. And that's okay, and that's cool, and there's certain capacities. You have to also learn to do that as well. You have to learn to blend in sometimes. Sometimes you do have to do that. You don't always want to be the sore thumb. It's just, I understand it. But not being able to evolve, or refusing to evolve, refusing to challenge yourself, refusing to change or think different, is just the definition of a fool, in my opinion. There's certain things about yourself that you want to learn about. And I think a lot of times when guys get in their mid-20s and they're into their early 30s, such as me, we don't like to change, or we don't want to admit that we were wrong, or we don't want to admit that, we changed our mind. Our interests have changed. We've grown. Like, how many times, but man, look, as a kid, I did not like eating vegetables at all. Now I'm grown, and bro, I can't stress you enough, man. I love vegetables. I love avocados. I love asparagus. I love, what's something that I love to eat all the time? Damn, it's not asparagus. Brussels sprouts. There you go. Brussels sprouts. Something that as a kid, my mom was trying to force me to eat. Put me in a headlock to eat vegetables, and I just wouldn't do it. Now, you couldn't stop me from eating any vegetables. Actually, I probably would choose that before I would choose any pizza and cheeseburgers and hot dogs and all that stuff that I grew up eating as a kid. And that is called evolution. That's truly called evolution. When I was working out, I used to be just working out for aesthetics. Now, obviously, I still do to a degree, but mainly now it's just for me to be in shape, for me to just keep myself, ready for whatever situation life may bring to me. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. If if I need to, as y'all know, with all these situations that go on, you don't know when you might have to actually break into a full sprint, dog. You don't know when you might have to actually, handle some business. You never know when, somebody might run up on you. And, and even if you can fight for, because I know some people, man, I could fight, I could handle myself. Okay, cool. Maybe you can handle yourself. But how long can you handle yourself? Because you've been smoking and drinking and doing all this stuff like that. Most of you guys, y'all gonna fight for like 15 seconds to 30 seconds to a minute, and you already winded, and you already breathing heavy and all this stuff like that, man, because your lungs is all fucked up. Either way, right? There's certain things that you just have to evolve. Like, it just has to change. So that can be your diet habits. That can be what you watching on Instagram and YouTube, and what you know what I'm saying, what kind of people you surrounding yourself with, right? That all is a part of evolution, and that is just how it is. That's just how it is. And you can buck back at it and say, well, no, I just don't want to change and I refuse to. And cool, that's fine. But you can't be upset or mad when other men, right? Because at the end of the day, we are all competing for something. Maybe I wouldn't say competing. Man, fuck it. I'm gonna say competing. We're all trying to be the best version of ourselves, right? And obtain these things. And to obtain these things, other people cannot obtain these things. Whatever it may be, whatever goal it is you're trying to reach. And maybe you might not be competing with another man per se, but you're competing with yourself, the older version of yourself, for sure. For sure. You're competing with the past. You're competing with the bad habits. You're competing because every time you don't do a bad habit, that's a punch in the face to the bad habit. Every time you put a good habit in your life, that you might as well have just punched the bad habit in the face. And guess what? It's hard to forget how good and the pleasures and things that used to serve you, or what you thought served you, the things that you used to like, or the things that you thought you used to like, they always will be creeping in the back of your ear, trying to get you to indulge and trying to get you to stay the same, right? And then I think that's what a lot of times guys either figure out too late, and they feel some kind of, some kind of regret and all this stuff like that. Man, look, it's okay to evolve, and it's never too late to evolve. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to change. And understand it's going to take time. It's going to, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be painful, but at the same time, at the end of the road, it will always be necessary. It'll always be necessary. It'll always be one of those things where you're like, man, I'm happy I made that decision to stop doing this. I'm happy I made that decision to start doing this. I'm happy I made that decision to stop eating out food and start cooking my food. Maybe because, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to, whatever the goal may be, whatever it is, I don't know. But never be afraid to evolve, and never be afraid to, you know what I'm saying, look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, look, I made mistakes, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, and I'm wanting to do better. And that's how I'm going to live from, you know what I'm saying, till the day I die. That's just how it is, man. So, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. Holla at me later. Peace.